Physical intimacy often encounters practical roadblocks, whether it's due to pregnancy, the recovery period following childbirth, or specific personal boundaries. There are many phases where penetrative sex is either restricted or unavailable. These restrictions do not have to signal a loss of connection. You can achieve high-level arousal by utilizing a 5-step sequence designed to stimulate specific neurological pathways. This approach relies on universal human biology rather than specific anatomy, making it an effective protocol for both men and women. Success with this method requires 3 non-negotiable elements: absolute environmental privacy, a slow and patient pace, and your partner's undivided attention. By shifting the focus away from penetration, you remove the pressure of performance and replace it with a deliberate, sensory-driven connection. The first step focuses on the cervical spine and the immediate area of the neck. This anatomical map reveals a dense concentration of nerve endings clustered around the neck, making it one of the most sensitive sensory hubs in the body. To engage these sensors, use deliberate contact with your lips or hands. The goal is to trigger the nerve pathways pulsing outward from this central hub. Practitioners observe that over 90% of individuals report high arousal when the neck is stimulated with this focus. Step 2 moves laterally from the neck to the area directly behind the ears. This zone requires a combination of physical and auditory input. Soft whispering, heavy breathing, and gentle tongue rolling work together to heighten the response. Avoid aggressive touch or loud volume here. The most effective technique is to create the sensation of touch without applying heavy physical pressure. Simultaneously engaging the cervical nerves and the auditory processing centers creates a compounding sensory effect that accelerates arousal. Step 3 moves to the high friction zones of the mid-body, the underarms, and the inner thighs, while staying clear of the genitals. Sensitivity in these areas is driven by hair follicle density. As this cross-section shows, every follicle is wrapped in a cluster of nerve roots, meaning areas with naturally higher hair growth have a higher baseline for touch. You can stimulate these follicles using your hands or by introducing external textures, like a silk ribbon or soft fur, to vary the friction. A major benefit of this step is its versatility. It allows for intense sensory work even if your partner remains fully clothed. Utilizing the sensitivity of hair follicles provides a way to escalate arousal safely while respecting any established physical boundaries. Step 4 targets the core, focusing on the navel, lower abdominal fat, or love handles, and nipples. It is a common misconception that lower abdominal sensitivity is a trait unique to women. In reality, these central nerve clusters are present in male anatomy as well, and they produce the same arousal response when targeted with intent. Step 5 moves to the body's furthest extremities, the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Applying thermal stimulation is particularly effective here. Use warmed massage oil to slowly work into the skin of the hands and feet. If you don't have oil, use the heat from your own hands. Tracing slow, deliberate shapes, like writing a word, on your partner's skin can be equally effective. Engaging the extremities forces the brain to process sensory input from the entire body, breaking the habit of relying solely on localized genital contact. Movies often portray intimacy as something that happens effortlessly and instantly, but this cinematic shorthand ignores the biology of arousal. Real-world success depends on physical synchronization. This requires a measured breathing rhythm, roughly 5 seconds per cycle, and a total focus on your partner's reactions. You must maintain an active verbal feedback loop. Checking in ensures you are calibrated to your partner's specific neurological response to every touch. Try implementing this 5-step sequence. Test the different zones and observe which triggers are most effective for your partner. Physical connection is not limited by anatomical penetration. It is built through the strategic, focused orchestration of your partner's entire nervous system.